Go.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dudes and the Mexican. I am your host, some dude named Victor Salazar. To the left of me, my man, co-host, another dude named Peter Soprano.
Yo, what up?
To the right of me, resident Mexican, Dave Quinones.
Hola, mi gente.
Happy Saturday, folks. I hope you're enjoying your summer. We are live. Lots to talk about, especially in the NBA world. I think we should start with the NBA. Before we get into what Peter wants to do, big bro Adrian Wojnarowski dropped the Woj bomb just now, a couple tweets ago. Kawhi and Kevin Durant are discussing the possibility of playing together next year, or obviously not next year, but Kevin Durant's hurt. But joining forces and signing with the team, and the two choices that were mentioned, the Knicks, the Clippers. Dave. Well, I'm going to go to you, Pete.
I don't know how the Clippers going to do it. Clippers got a lot of money on their cap books already.
Okay.
Between Gallinari, who's making, I think, 15 or 18 million. And they got Harrell, who's making a good amount, I think, making 8 to 10 million. They have a lot of money already on their books that they can barely fit one max comp player. So now talk about getting two. I don't know how the Clippers will do it. Knicks obviously can do it. Brooklyn could even do it, but since they want Kyrie, it's a different story with them. But I don't know how the Clippers will be able to do it.
Dave, thoughts on this news? Obviously, it was Ramona Shelburne and Wojnarowski that actually dropped the news. So I don't want to, make Ramona Shelburne feel bad if she watches.
I mean, well, it's a story, right? So, the media loves to put stories out there, especially on social media. So, I'm with Pete. I think the only two teams that probably could do that are the Nets and the Knicks. So, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. So, I don't think either player is going to end up on the same team. But we can talk about it a little later. So, I don't want to give up all the
Why not, though?
bags and tricks.
I mean, listen. Beginning of the season or during the season, 95% chance Kyrie, KD to the Knicks, right? That's what was said. Just last week, it's a done deal. Brooklyn's getting KD and Kyrie.
Good job, Stephen A.
And now it's this. I mean, what's going on, Peter? These are your boys. You love NBA writers.
Of
You
course.
talk highly about them all the time.
High school girls.
So we go from Kyrie goes from New York to Brooklyn to playing with KD. So maybe going to Brooklyn and not having KD.
Yeah.
So tell me about your boys. Like, what's going on?
Well, the problem is that you hear a lot of rumors around this time. So, and you're gonna hear it.
almost July 1st.
And you're gonna hear it every second. The thing about it, every reporter wants to get that scoop. They want to be like what Woj and what Sham do right now. Pretty much, if you talk to Woj or Sham, 95% of the information they get it's already been confirmed. They know what's gonna happen. Other reporters want to be like that, so when they get a piece of information, they just go out with it before confirming it, and that's the biggest problem. They just report it out, and it just comes as a rumor instead of something that's more likely going to happen.
Exactly. So, like, what about Kawhi going probably to LA now?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Well,
right?
that's
Magic
something-
Johnson came out and said what?
I mean,
He wants me in the meeting. So now it's like
But he's technically not allowed to be in a meeting
Exactly.
because
So
he's not part of the team anymore.
So
he
a
can't
lot
be
of
in
stuff
meetings.
is coming out. Obviously, Monday's the day. Like Pete said, people want to be that first person to tell that story, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many possibilities, so many things can happen. So I mean,
The only thing I can say that I think that's going to happen is the other Woj bomb what really wasn't a bomb when he says Clay pretty much is going to sign his max deal the first day of free agency. So 5 years and 190.
and I would have said that. I mean, I'll be honest.
So he's not on the list anymore?
We were on the list before, so.
Oh, well,
Technically, it's not.
Yeah, technically he is, but
he's fired.
he shouldn't be.
He's on the list.
Yo, he
He's
hasn't
fired.
signed it yet. Yo,
Yeah, it's fine.
What's gonna be wrong?
No, he's
Oh, no.
he's signed.
Yeah, everybody knew he was
Everybody
probably gonna sign
knew.
up before.
Listen, as a Knicks fan, I don't believe anything until it happens.
Yeah.
It's like last week we were talking about, whatever. We don't get KD, we don't get Kyrie. Fine. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's get let's get guys on a short-term contract and just go through the draft again. And now they bring us back in. They want us to have some heartbreak. This is what the NBA does to Knicks fans.
So even though we'll get into where we think people are going to go earlier, you said as a Knicks fan, you can be up and down. They bring you in, they take you out. Right now, do you think KD is going to go to Knicks?
No.
No.
Nope.
Where?
I mean,
He didn't say a place yet, but he said he doesn't think it'll be Knicks.
I don't think.
No,
I don't think
so
the Knicks.
either.
I don't think the Knicks get anybody this year.
Really?
Nope.
Because we suck.
That'll be a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
To free up cap space for 2 max players and don't get anyone you're in New York City. That's very
That's
disappointing.
fine though. As long as they don't make the stupid move as to getting Chris Paul or getting some or offering
Or bringing Melo back.
Nobody wants Chris Paul.
I mean, or
Melo's
offering-
gonna be a Laker. That's what I predicted.
or offering
They're already
someone
saying it.
a max deal that doesn't deserve it.
Nah, I think KD comes to the
Let's
I
get
think-
the list
I think-
started.
I
Let's
think-
get the list started.
I think it
I mean, you-
All right, so let's start off with KD. Where do you think he goes?
I think he comes to the Knicks. I think he comes to the Knicks.
I agree with you.
Listen, I think it's
so that means Kawhi comes, right?
No.
listen, every athlete.
I don't think they're to tandem.
I think
Why not?
every athlete.
KD can go where he wants. Kyrie is going to be the second tier if he's on KD's team.
Why
He
can't Kawhi
doesn't
come?
dictate it.
Why can't Kawhi come?
He can,
Why
but
not?
he seems to be locked in with Jay-Z right now.
Yeah, he's
So?
not. He's not. I don't think-
Man,
But so we'll get there next. But where do you think KD's going to go?
Brooklyn.
You think he's going to go to Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Really? So you said New York. I said New York. You
I'm
said
just
Brooklyn.
kidding. He's coming to the Knicks.
Do you
Shut up.
think he's going to join? So Kyrie and KD, you think are both going to
No,
be Brooklyn?
no. KD's coming to the Knicks.
KD's gonna,
I'm just joking. KD's coming to the Knicks. Why would you want to go play for the little brother? I get it. They have
Bring
D'Lo.
Brooklyn.
They got what? So
Put in Brooklyn.
what does that mean? You get to hang out with Jay-Z every day?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Dude.
I'm pretty sure KD doesn't care about that. He's on his burners account. He got too much time on his burner account. Now he's gonna definitely be on his burner
Yeah,
account.
he's gonna be on his burner account like, yo, KD's with Beyonce.
KD's.
I just listen. Respect to this. I mean, if you're KD, why would you go to Brooklyn?
Alright, so
Why? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like,
so
'Cause
going back-
Kyrie's
so,
going.
so going back to
what,
what you
you're
said.
gonna flip the franchise over?
Because Kyrie's going there.
Wait a minute. So that's what kind of goes to my question. Since you think KD will go to the New York Knicks, do you think Kyrie will go with him to Knicks, or do you think he's gonna go?
I think he's still going to Brooklyn.
You think he's still gonna go to
Good question.
Brooklyn?
I think he's locked in for Brooklyn.
I don't know why. Was he a New Jersey Net fan?
He
Is
wants
that
he
what it
wants to be a man there, man. He wants to be the man. He
but
wants
he's
to be
big-
the guy.
he wants to
He
man
can't
with
be the
Cleveland.
man.
He
He
sucks.
wants to be the guy.
But he wants to be the guy, right? So it's his situation, right?
Couldn't be the man in
young
Boston.
talent. Lot of young
Couldn't be man in
talent.
Cleveland either.
Lot of young talent in Brooklyn, right? That's what they have, right? And all they need is that one missing piece, right? Doesn't that sound familiar as to a lot of young talent in Boston?
Yeah.
They made it to what, the conference finals?
Yep. Without him,
Without him? Doesn't that sound like the same situation?
one game away from the NBA Finals.
So, I don't know why he would go there, but he's apparently, according to every news media
And they're
outlet,
losing their
saying-
best player if he goes there. Like they're not gonna have him and D'Angelo there, so they're losing their best player.
So how much did he make last year?
I don't know. That's Pete. Pete's the
yeah,
number
he's,
guy. I don't
yeah,
know.
he's gonna make around to say a little bit more. He was
Okay,
making
so he made how much last year?
20-something million,
How much do you think he's probably gonna make?
32. right?
32.7.
All right, so it is a difference. So I mean, not a huge difference,
No.
but still.
Well, technically, he could stay with Boston if he wants to and make even more because he'll get an extra year on this deal.
Okay.
He'll get a 5-year deal.
I mean, whatever.
He'll get the 5-year 190.
After, you know, once I saw the Celtics kind of like disintegrate into the Celtics that we saw, I kind of didn't want Kyrie.
They hated
They
each
look
other.
They look good.
They hated each other.
They look good game one though.
You
I
could-
mean, come on. I mean, they did great. And then
Of
all
course,
of a
Paul
sudden,
Pierce was like, "This game, this game." What do you say about the Bucks?
It was like, it's over.
It's over.
oh my god.
They look like they really hated playing with each other. They're like,
I think they just hated playing with Kyrie.
that could be it too. Because he is a ball stopper. He's a guy, you give him the ball, he's going to dribble it for about
I don't
15,
think
20
they like
seconds.
playing with Kyrie. Like,
And Brad Stevens, he has the offense where you pass the ball a lot, it's a lot of motion, and there's not one ball dominant person. And with him, he's a ball dominant player. So it kind of didn't work right. It even made him look like a bad coach with how they played last year.
well, I mean,
And we all know he's not a bad coach.
well,
Everywhere he's gone,
good coaches
he's
make it work, man. Coach, you know,
You're gonna bench him? that's probably the best thing for him. When he was on the bench or he didn't play, they played better. So you're gonna bench him?
I don't know. I would say there's a lot of fanfare. I mean, Brad Stevens, probably a good coach, but everyone anointed him like the next Phil Jackson already. Like he had 2 good seasons, and now he's the next Phil Jackson. Like, calm down. Win something first, guy, and then we can start comparing. You're not even Steve Curry yet,
He
guy.
got to the championship with Butler. You get to the championship with Butler, though.
Because he had 2 NBA players on that team.
But he had to develop them.
He still had 2 NBA players.
If they were NBA players before they got to Butler, he probably would have been at Duke. He turned them into good players. He
Still had
developed
2
them.
NBA players on his team. That means something.
Show them Mexican
I don't care. He still had 2 NBA players on his team.
But all right,
in
so
the league.
So I'm gonna leave Kawhi for later because we may all differ on that. So we all agree that Kyrie's gonna go to Brooklyn.
Yep.
All right. So the next big person on the list we got to talk about is Kemba. We've heard a lot with Boston. We've heard New York. We've heard LA. Where do you think he lands?
I don't have any sources, obviously, because I'm not the big basketball guy here. Pete is. I think Kemba goes to Boston. I just think it's a fit. It's probably a better fit for Boston than having Kyrie there.
Yeah.
And he's already came out and said that he doesn't want to take the max to stay in Charlotte.
Yes.
So I think that gives Boston a lot of leverage. He's like, yo, bro, you said you want to take the max to stay in Charlotte and you're playing with bums. Come up here. We got Tatum. We got Brown. We got Gordon Hayward. We got whoever else we got. You know what I mean? Why would, we can sign maybe other players. Like maybe we could get a Julius Randle if you take less money. Or maybe we could get somebody else. Like, let's build. I mean, Danny Ainge, for his shortcomings in not pulling the trigger on getting an Anthony Davis or Kawhi, he didn't want to give up Jason Tatum for Kawhi. He didn't want to give up somebody else for Anthony Davis. I think it was Jaylen Brown. Maybe Jaylen Brown.
Tatum for Davis.
Tatum for Davis, and I think Jaylen Brown for Kawhi.
Yeah.
So this is how he's got to work. He doesn't want to give up his player. Like he's keen on having these guys that he drafted.
He likes assets.
He likes assets. So I think Kemba goes to Boston, and I think they sign someone else somehow. Because Horford's not going to go there, right? I don't think they're going to sign Horford. So they have more money to sign, 2 not max guys that can develop their young stars that they have. Brown, Tatum, whoever else is over there. So I think Boston, signs Kemba, and they're going to be really good next year.
I think Kemba's a tough one. So I think either he's going to stay put or maybe the Knicks again. So I'm going to call it. So,
Really?
I think the Knicks get KD and Kemba. I think those are their two.
Would you sign Kemba to a max deal though?
I would.
Even though he's already said he's already lost a little leverage by saying I'll stay in Charlotte and not sign a max deal.
Because he wants to give Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, that opportunity.
Michael
He's doing the right thing. He's
Michael
doing the
Jordan
right
doesn't
thing.
want to pay the luxury tax. So
yeah.
Michael Jordan sucks at it.
He already says he doesn't want to go over
A lot of former players are not great owners. Terry Cheatham. So, you know what I'm saying? But listen, but I think he either stays put or he goes to the Knicks. I'm leaning towards the Knicks though. I think those are the 2 max players they get. I think those are the 2 players that they get. So.
I think out of nowhere, I think he's going to stay. I think he's going to stay with Charlotte. I think he's going to take a little less. I don't think it's a good move for him, but I think he's a loyal player.
But I was going to say he's a good guy. You could tell
I think he's
by his
stay
character and the type of player he is. He's a good guy. He's a loyal guy. So of course.
If it was me, I'm out of there because they've had all these years to surround him with good players and they haven't yet. I would say, you know what?
I don't even know. Minus Miles Bridges. I don't even know who else is on Charlotte.
Well, last year Lamb was probably the second best player. He was like 16 a game.
There you go.
And he's a free agent right now too.
Isn't Lamb? Didn't he go to UConn too?
Yeah. Wow. He's a free agent now too.
So you might as well sign Emeka Okafor, Khalid Elamine, Richard Jefferson, and put them all on Charlotte. Like what? Michael
It might be better than what they have right now. So yeah, I agree with that. One player that we did talk about before that you kind of brought up that I actually do want to talk about is there's a rumor that Al Horford has a deal in place that somebody's going to pay him $100 million for 4 years. So with that in mind, knowing that he's going to get that ridiculous contract, where do you think he goes?
Let's see, what organization is dumb enough to pay Al Horford for $100 million for 4 years? If we had to go through the line,
I think I got one.
Normally I would say the Knicks, but
Nah, I don't think they.
I think I got one.
I don't think they're gonna.
I'm gonna. Wow. That really speaks lowly of somebody.
Exactly. You're going to pay Al Horford $25 million for the next 4
All right,
years.
but you said a good point. It's a rumor.
It's a struggle, but he opted out. He opted out his $30 million.
Yeah, you don't opt out of $30 million unless you probably have a pretty
Have
good promise
something,
to get at
have
least
something
20.
set.
Yeah, to get at least $20 million a
Wow,
year.
I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, Pete, the Bulls.
Really?
The Bulls.
You know why? Only reason I say that is because he's fire guard packs.
Yeah.
Tweets all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Oh snap! I would snap.
I mean,
if that
I think for the show it'd be great. So you can
Oh.
snap. I really don't know any.
Listen, we gotta get that on camera.
I would.
If he snaps, we gotta get that on camera. That'd be awesome.
I would have normally said the Knicks.
All right, I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go next.
Yeah, go.
He's going to the Nets.
Really?
That's it, baby. Those are the
You
two.
know what? That actually
He's
makes sense with
following
Kyrie.
Kyrie, man.
That-
Come
they-
on,
they
you guys
were-
don't see it.
They were the only ones that seemed to play well together. Like, that actually worked.
Come on.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna throw one out of left field that I think could actually happen is the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, see, that was the rumor, though, right? And then Dallas came out and said, "Nah, it's not us."
Listen, you need somebody that's going to play next to Porzingis
Porzingis.
because Powell was leaving. Powell was their big man to play next to him, and he's going to even in free agency. So they need a big man to play when you got Doncic on the outside. You got the other point guard that he drafted from the outside. So you need big man. You need a veteran presence. He actually makes sense, and you know Cuban isn't afraid to throw money around. So I think it actually makes a little bit of sense.
Okay.
And Cuban may be saying that because he doesn't want somebody else to like come in there and kind of mess up the deal or anything like that. So I would say I think it's going to go to Dallas.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right. So
That's insane.
next player, Jimmy Butler.
I think he stays with
Jimmy
Sixers.
B.
I think he stays with Sixers.
Going to the
There's
Knicks.
a lot of rumors for him leaving.
Yeah, Jimmy B's a good one.
They-
I think he stays with Sixers.
I'm
gonna agree with Vic on this one.
I want to say he stays too, but
I want to say he stays too. He had a good run.
I mean, they're on the cut.
in the
They are
playoffs.
literally the second best team.
Why?
they were right there with Toronto.
Why? Yeah. Why? Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. I think he's got a good thing. I think he likes Philadelphia. I think he's gonna stay.
I think because of who Joel Embiid is, that type of
Yeah, I think he
attitude, that
sees-
type of attitude he loves. Because Jimmy Butler, you know, Joel Embiid is always talking shit.
yeah.
I think
You know,
he.
so
I think he
knows,
sees.
so, you know,
Yeah,
he
I
had-
think he
he
sees
had-
something
he
there.
had
I think he
Carl.
sees something there. He's gonna
He
stay.
had Karl Anthony Towns. He basically called soft.
Yeah.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns is talented as hell,
Yeah.
and he basically called him soft. So he left. He's like, I can't play with these bums. They're
Yeah.
soft.
And
he
Wiggins
goes
didn't
Joel
wanna get better.
Joel Embiid. Again, he needs to get in better shape. He needs to get in better basketball shape
Yeah.
so he doesn't keep getting injured. But he's always there talking
He's
shit in
in-
someone's face. You can tell he's not scared.
Yeah.
That's the type of team. That's the type of teammate Jimmy Butler loves.
Yeah.
So
You
for
see
him,
the talent there too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and
He's
Ben
obviously
Simmons,
talented.
if Ben
He's
Simmons ever learns how to shoot, again, they were the second best team in the East.
Yeah. They were.
Had they won,
Well, they almost made it. They almost
had they
made it.
won,
Game.
had they won Game 4, like I said, series is over.
One game.
Had they won Game 4, it's 3-1. There's no way Toronto's come back.
And no matter what, they were still in Game 7 and pretty much need a Kawhi game.
I was about to say you
Yeah.
needed Kawhi for
a
that
Kawhi
bounce.
game where off 5 bounces to end it. Like
They won
they
it.
were that
So,
close.
man.
With Embiid playing on one leg for pretty much the
That's
whole
what I'm saying.
series.
So that why would you leave a team that, let's say, even if Kawhi,
Money?
even if
No,
Kawhi,
he's gonna get the same money either way.
even if Kawhi and KD go to the Knicks, right? It's still Kawhi and the Knicks next year.
Yeah.
It's not Kawhi and KD next year.
Yeah.
Even if Kyrie goes to Brooklyn, it's still Kyrie and a bunch of other young players, and D'Lo's not going to be there.
No.
Boston, sure, if they get Kemba and they get maybe Julius Randle,
They'll be up there.
they'll be up there.
Yeah.
And then Milwaukee, I don't know. I
They're
don't
gonna
know.
have the same
They're gonna have the
team.
same
Yeah,
team.
I'm gonna say
It's just gonna be a year more experience.
So I
That's
think
all
he
it
should
is.
stay there. I think his best chance to get out of the East is to stay in Philly.
I think he should stay.
But you think he's going? I already feel it. Say it. Come on.
Honestly, I think he's gonna be the one that ends up going to the Clippers.
Really?
I think he's mentioned it before about going to play in LA, and he doesn't want to play with LeBron. He's already mentioned that outright. I think he will go and be that guy that the Clippers get as their guy, which is going to hurt Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia can still have money to go out and get somebody else, but I mean, there's not much people that's going to be. There's not anybody available that's going to be better than Jimmy in the free agency, though.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
that's
go to
left field for me.
Yeah. So next person we move on to is Let's go to D'Angelo Russell, the restricted free agent that doesn't look like he's coming back to the Nets. And I really don't even have a feel on where he could go. I mean, you talked about we talked about where you thought he would go. I don't think he will, but let's see. You have your thoughts.
I think he's going to LA, man. He's going back to LA.
You think he's going to Lakers?
I think he's going to swallow his pride. Listen, play with LeBron James, Anthony Davis for a title in LA. Listen, you're right. You know, you said it before when we were talking. You know, this team traded you away. How can you go back to the team that traded you away? But listen, this is a new time in your career. This is a different year. Listen, an opportunity, you know, with the two weapons that the LA has right now. Come on, man. Why wouldn't you go back to LA? And I don't think he didn't like LA either. I mean, LA, you know, playing and living in LA. I mean, come on.
I think
I think he goes back to LA. So
I have no feel as to where this guy's going.
yeah, it's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. That's
You gotta say
You
something.
don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
We stumped you?
I don't know. I don't have a feel because if they sign Kemba, what are they gonna do with D-Lo? Do they play both of them together if KD doesn't come? I mean, they already signed him to.
There's a lot of stuff that can happen.
They already offered him an offer sheet, right?
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
This is what I think. I think that since I said Kemba is going to stay in Charlotte, I think D'Angelo Russell goes to the Boston Celtics.
Wow.
That's a good one. I like that.
I think
didn't
he
think of
goes
that.
to the Boston Celtics.
I didn't think of that.
I think that's going to be their big pickup. Another good young player, and you got a young player in D'Angelo, young player in Tatum, young player in Brown. Like you have that core
I actually
of what
like
you want
him
to do
there.
for the future.
Wow. Yeah.
So I think that'll be a perfect
Sounds good.
spot
I
for
have
them.
no idea where he's going. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna say the Lakers. Fuck it.
Lakers.
I don't because I'm saying Kemba's going to Boston. So.
Listen, he's a hood dude. Like if you're a hood
He's
dude,
a hood dude.
I'm serious. D'Angelo is a hood dude. So you're a guy that got traded away, thrown away from an organization, and now you're gonna expect me to crawl back just because LeBron's there.
Yeah, but
Like,
people.
and
Yes, you will.
When I
No.
flourished,
For the
when I
possibility
left you.
of winning a championship with two of the best players in the NBA. Yes.
The people that traded
yes,
him
you
aren't
swallow
there,
your
though.
pride.
They're not there.
Come on.
Yeah.
flourished leaving them.
I know
you want to go
do,
back to them
but
now?
still, it's playing in LA.
It'll be a punk.
Listen, if we're talking about
You
Charlotte
want to play in LA? They go to
Denver
Clippers.
or I don't know where the fuck,
They
wherever
go-
else,
they go
but
play for
you're
Clippers
playing in
You're
LA.
not playing with Davis and LeBron though.
Yeah, man, come on.
No, I'm not with that. No, I don't want that.
Whatever. Like I said, I don't
All
know.
right, so next person, let's talk Boogie Cousins, which is a very interesting one because he doesn't look like he's going to have a max contract. He looks like he's going to be in that second tier to get maybe about the $15 million.
This is where I think he goes to Dallas.
You think he goes to
I
Dallas?
think he goes to Dallas, not Horford.
Ooh, that's a weird combination.
Still,
Boogie Cousins,
he's
Porzingis,
like-
and Luka.
He's more of a more Cuban guy than Al Horford is. Like brash, cocky. You know what I'm saying? That's who Mark Cuban is.
Uh-huh.
So I think you're gonna get him on the cheaper end because he was expecting to get a max deal after this year.
Maybe D'Angelo should go there.
I think Boogie goes to Dallas.
Boogie goes to Dallas.
I think Boogie stays put. I think Golden
You
State.
think he's going to stay with Golden State?
Yeah. Listen, Golden State.
That's interesting.
KD was out, right?
Uh-huh.
How good did they do with KD?
Without KD?
Without KD, I'm
Without
sorry.
KD.
I mean,
They were good when Boogie
Listen,
played well.
So when he played well, and again, wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
He was still trying to come back
Yeah,
to
the
his
quad,
own basketball. So I think Golden State
actually
tries to
surprising.
entice him, especially if they do sign.
they did
If they do
homework.
say if they do sign Clay, if they do. You have to do your homework. If they
It's like
do
a
sign
cross
Clay, I think they definitely sign Boogie also. So I think he stays put, and I think Boogie's gonna be even better this year coming up, especially if he gets his health up, if he does
Oh, he
his
should be
work.
healthy. He should be
Oh
healthy,
man, I think that team.
He should be healthy.
You still got Steph. I mean,
I think he signs a 1-year deal with a team like Sacramento.
The Knicks.
No, a
I'm
team
just
like
kidding.
Sacramento Kings. Because they're a team that just on the borderline, just missed the playoffs last year. They're a very young team. They're gonna have a lot of cap space because hardly anybody on their team is making any money because they have all young players. And he can go home to Sacramento, which he started with, and now they're ready to make that playoff run. So I think he goes back to Sacramento on like a 1-2 year deal.
That also makes sense.
Yeah. So and you said you think he went to Dallas?
I think I'm going Dallas.
He says he's going to Dallas.
So next person, let's talk about
That's interesting.
Mr. Harris from the other Philadelphia guy, the guy that nobody's really talking about as much. Everybody talks about Jimmy.
Yeah, I was about to say, a lot
Harris.
of people don't talk about
I
it.
think he goes to the Nets.
Really? I think he
that'll be
stays.
second. I think that'll be second.
Yeah, I think he stays too.
I think he stays.
So Butler goes, but Harris leaves?
Yeah.
I mean, but Butler leaves, but
Butler
Harris
Harris
stays.
stays.
I see Harris leaving.
So what, you said he stayed too?
I think he stays too. Like I said,
Where does he go?
I think
I
Jimmy
said
B
the Nets.
stays, and I think he stays too.
I think
So
Kyrie
I think he
and-
sees what they have.
Kyrie
so.
and Tobias Harris. Again, I have no idea. I have no sources.
All right, so let's get the last one out of the way. The big name, Mr. Kawhi,
Yeah,
Mr.
baby.
King of the North.
The Knicks.
Let's go. So you think he would join
Knicks.
KD with the Knicks?
Let's go.
You think he will do it?
Yep.
All right.
You know why?
So
You know
Woj
why? You know
has
why I'm
you.
doing this?
That's
you know
a
why I'm doing
Woj
this?
big
has you.
prediction.
You know why I'm doing this? So I can have some heartbreak.
You want the heartbreak?
They already broke my heart. They already broke my heart when we didn't get the first draft pick.
Yeah.
We're not getting Zion.
Yeah.
Then they broke my heart when KD tore his Achilles. So that's two heartbreaks.
Yeah.
that
one was bad. That one was bad.
This is the third one. So this is the third
I'm
one.
sorry, Knick fans. I'm sorry, man.
I'm going with the Knicks.
You guys are.
I'm ready for the heartbreak. I'm going.
This is coming from a guy who has 2 NBA teams.
Oh, that's true. KD and
One and a
Kawhi.
half.
KD and
One and a half.
Kawhi. KD and Kawhi next year. Knicks are champions. Let's go.
All right. So,
Listen, yeah, we
Heartbreak
talked
City.
about this before the show.
Heartbreak City is correct. Heartbreak City is correct.
Listen. I think he stays put. I think he stays with Toronto. It's just like Dre says, it is Mia, you're mine. Like, you know, I think he stays put.
You
I think
just dropped the Drake.
yeah. Drake.
next is going to be talking about
Isn't Drake an ambassador for them?
Next year, I'm talking about chips and dip.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No, in all seriousness, I'm
ladies and gentlemen, it's Dave's last day for picking up Drake. Say goodbye to Dave.
I wanted that drama with the Drake. No, but in all seriousness, I think he stays put.
Or tender.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, they just won a championship. If they can keep, remember who are they gonna lose? I mean, besides him.
I mean, they can technically break it down if he left. If he left, they can break it down. Like I think Lowry is maybe on an option year.
Oh, get rid of him. Get rid of him.
I would. I really would. I would. You can upgrade on him. There's other players are really not making much money. They can break it down if he doesn't come back.
Okay. No, but I'm just saying if they keep him though.
They can bring everybody back.
Okay,
yeah,
so
with no
why
problems.
you just won a championship? I mean, yeah, granted.
But that may be the reason why he may not want to stay there. Because listen, I just won a championship. So I won a championship down south. I won a championship down the north. Now I could go east or west coast.
East Coast, Knicks.
He can go everywhere now.
It's definitely an option, and obviously,
if he does that, he's got to be the first one to win a championship in like 3 of the coast.
obviously he's the player that probably has all these options
Yeah,
to pick from. So, but I think he stays put, man. I think why not? Listen, you just won one, win another. Prove to the NBA that you can win another.
I don't think he needs to prove anything. I think
he doesn't prove anything
I
right
think he
now.
won one.
Two-time champion.
I think right now, and I want to say he goes to the Clippers because I think that would be the perfect spot for him. But I think he does stay in Toronto. Like you just won your championship, and the whole country is like bowing down to you. He literally is the king of the North right now. He they said he.
I like that.
They
King
said
of the
he
North.
can go anywhere in Canada and your meal is paid for. Like you don't have to pay for
So he
anything.
goes to Winnipeg. They know who
Yes,
Kawhi is.
yes.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
they
They will.
They-
I don't
The-
know.
that's
the
it.
entire country knows him.
His
You
face
got-
is on the flag
you
right
go to
now.
Vancouver
and they're
right
waving
now.
it everywhere.
He could go to Vancouver right now and
I'm
just
gonna look for someone on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's from Winnipeg.
yes.
I'm gonna ask them.
If
do
you're
do
on
know-
Twitter or anything from Winnipeg, do you know who Kawhi Leonard is?
or even Saskatchewan.
Set it into 2 dudes in a Mexican. Anywhere.
Hey,
Anywhere.
Pop, give him the number.
Anywhere.
Calgary. Yeah, give him Dave's number.
Call it right now.
No, your number, not mine. It's yours.
Call it
That's
right
why
now.
I said the
Give
no.
Dave's
You,
number.
Pop.
Give him Dave's number, and when you call, come on and come on and say you used to call me on
626.
my.
Not the
How's that song go?
Which one?
The Drake song. You used to call me on my
Cell
cell phone.
phone.
See, you see, it's always
Same with Drake. So do you want to start your boy Andrade now?
Oh well, we'll save that for after.
All right.
After this, we're gonna dive into the best franchise in sports, the New York Metropolitans. David, what the hell is going on with your franchise? You got
It's a normal year.
You
Normal year.
You got your pitcher and your manager yelling at press people. You got Brody telling.
I've been making a lot of money off of them because they've been so bad.
You got Brody telling the manager to take DeGrom out, not officially.
Take my guy out.
And then you got your bullpen that can't save anything. What's going on in Flushing?
Just the regular.
Flushing, that's what's
the
going on.
the regular year for the New York Mets. I mean, listen, with Brody calling in, I don't know if that's true or not. That's a rumor. Obviously that'll never get confirmed if it's true or if it's false.
If it does, he's
but
it
obviously,
would be awesome if he actually did over.
but obviously, I mean, listen, the Mets. Their strong point this year is their offense, which you wouldn't have thought in the beginning of the year. You would have thought, obviously, their pitching,
Pretty much two
especially
guys.
their starting pitching.
It's McNeil and Alfonso.
But
Alonso.
but obviously, our bullpen is our weakest. I mean, the weakest point of the team, and how many blown saves? I think it's 22 now. I lost count. If you win half of those, I mean, you're above 500. It's just. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised as a Met fan. But then again, I do bleed. I bleed blue and orange because of my dad, and I'm not surprised. Another Mets year. And I just can't wait to get to the All-Star break.
This week they put you on suicide alert. It was literally not last
but
week.
that's a true fan, though. That's a true
you gotta
fan
stick with them.
who sticks with your team when they're low, and who sticks with your team when they're high.
Yeah, we got two NBA teams. Two NBA teams. All right.
But
listen, you guys have 5 games in a row that you guys had to lead in the 6th inning and blew all 5 of them. Like I've never even seen that.
Exactly.
Just come over to the dark side.
You're already wearing the color.
Come over to the Bronx.
You're wearing the colors close to their gray jerseys.
We're in London. We're in London.
Not even when I'm dead.
You're
Not even when I'm dead.
We're in London now.
Who cares? I don't think London cares. I think it's
sold out.
Breaking news.
Sold
They
out.
just met the royal family.
I think Cashman's whole family is probably looking at it.
Well, shit. I mean, just come to the dark side. We don't have the same problems as
Who do
you
you
have.
who do you hate worse, the Braves or the Yankees?
I have to say the Braves. Yeah, definitely. Braves are annoying.
No, that's
I don't hate the Braves as much as I do Philly. Philly's
all right, we agree on that.
Philly's
But like I
dump
said,
town. I mean, it's
wow, whoa.
I'll say that right now.
I agree. I agree.
Some good people.
They let Big Dick Nick go.
Our boy Will. We got some people out there that's pretty cool.
Who?
We got people.
The views of David does not reflect the views of the
There's a
show.
Who? Really?
Flex me. I agree with Dave.
Thank you.
We're cool.
Like the Eagles, right? The Eagles are cool too. The
No, Eagles
fans?
suck now.
We said
After
the
Thank you.
We said the
Eagles fans are cool too.
No, of course not.
I don't know.
I will fight every Eagle fan I can find.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate
I
it.
love you, Philly. City of brotherly love.
There's no brotherly love.
Oh my God.
There's no brotherly love. Trust me.
Terrible.
You ever been to the vet?
Why would I
I don't want
go
to.
the
Have you ever been to the vet? No, just answer the question. Yes or no? Okay.
I'm driven by it.
So, if you ever been to the vet?
Well, it no longer exists. It's Lincoln Financial Field.
I know, but it was the vet at one point when they played.
Yeah, they knocked it down.
So-
It's no longer exists.
Okay, I just asked you where if you've ever been there.
No, of course not.
So I mean,
I've
Shea
been to,
Stadium doesn't. I've been to Shea Stadium and doesn't exist anymore. So I mean, you guys been to the old Yankee Stadium, right?
I've been to Shea
Yeah.
Stadium
Oh,
also.
the old Yankee Stadium.
I've been to
Have
Shea
you been in the
Stadium.
old Yankee Stadium?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been to Shea Stadium.
Doesn't
also.
exist anymore.
Yeah. So why would I want to go to the vet?
Because you're a Giant fan, huh? Aren't you not a Giant fan, or?
I am a Giant fan.
Okay, so represent. No, go to a game.
I would only go there if we go 20 deep. I'm not going with myself.
You gotta be brave, bro.
Brave?
And with a shotty.
Brave?
Brave.
Yeah, okay.
Pride.
I'm not going to Philly to a football game unless we're deep. That's all.
I went there with my cousin Eric. So,
You guys got into a fight?
almost about 5. Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't. You know.
The key word is I can't confirm or deny.
I can't confirm it. I can't confirm.
Fewer words have never been spoken. Talking about baseball, Yankees and Red Sox in London, Pete. Why are they there, and what do you think is going to happen as to what Manfred is trying to do in London, where they really don't care about our American football?
No.
They play rugby.
Except the
they play-
Jacksonville Jaguars, they love them.
Okay.
For some reason, I don't know why, but they seem to love Jacksonville.
Duval, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But I mean, listen, he's just trying to expand it. We already broke into Japanese and over there, so you want to break into another part of the world. He wants to do what the NBA is doing, because the NBA is a global sport right now, and he wants to do that. It's going to be hard to do it, but he's just dipping his toe into the water to see how much press he can get from being out there.
Why do you think they're there, David?
Yes.
Obviously, it's a global thing.
It's just.
Do you think it'll work?
I don't think so. Listen, he's just trying to expand the sport, just like football.
A lot of
Obviously,
them play cricket over there. Right? A lot of them play cricket over there.
There's football games in London also, so I think he's just trying to expand the sport, just trying to pretty much,
I think if you want to expand it, you can expand it to Mexico and it'll work.
Oh yeah, I think it definitely works in
having it over in the
Mexico,
UK,
or even Puerto Rico
it's
maybe,
gonna be, yeah.
or
They
even
play
DR.
games. They play games there.
I mean,
They play
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to
But-
have an expansion
yeah,
team
but I
there,
don't-
it can work.
I think
Like,
he's
you're not
trying
going
to
to work with an expansion team
Yeah, but
over in the
you
UK.
think they
just
want
trying to
have
test the
an
waters.
expansion team?
Testing the waters.
They're testing it. I think that's what they're testing to do. I think same thing with the NBA. I think the NBA wants to put a team in the UK. Eventually, that's what they want to
I
do.
think that's what the NFL wants to do, but I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think
That's the reason why they
I
have
don't think
these
it's gonna work
international games. They
either.
want to
They're
see
just so
how much buzz they can
dominated.
get.
I mean, football kind of works.
I don't think
I don't
it
think it
works.
does.
No, you don't think so?
No, I don't think
you don't
it
think
does.
there's every time
Like I said-
I see that football game played in London,
Yeah,
you
because-
see all those different jerseys and stuff like that. So
Because of the
I
events,
think
that's why.
I think it's
They
more
have
of
they have it 3 times a year, and now that they're doing it in different stadiums over there, so it's
They're
not just one area.
They're not. I
Yeah.
don't think they're picking a team. Like, I mean,
So
I don't know.
Jacksonville. Like, I'm telling you, if you research and see who's the most popular football team in the UK, it's Jacksonville now. Like, they go over there every single year. Like, people actually, they get cheers, like loud cheers when they go over there
I
now.
don't believe you.
That's why they send it over there. I'm telling you.
I don't believe you. But at least here's the thing. At least they're sending their best teams. So that's what
not their best team.
I'm talking about baseball. I'm talking about baseball. Like they're sending quality rivalry. They're not sending the Marlins
Yeah,
versus
I agree with
the Devil Rays or the Rays. They're not sending that to London. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but that shows
like
that they're doing it
NFL.
to promote.
I was about to say you better send your best
They're doing it
product.
for the
NFL does it though. NFL does it. NFL sends the Jaguars against whoever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they send it.
Or they
yeah.
send the Browns
But it's
versus
diff- it's
the
different.
They
Dolphins.
sent the
different sport.
Dolphins, the
It's a different
Chargers.
sport, though.
Like, they said the Chargers because they didn't really have a home, so they was like, all right, it's a free home game. Let's just send them over there.
It's a different sport.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the music.
I like it.
All right.
This is not the outro. We're still saying.
We're still staying. All right, so moving along, talk a little football. Recap.
Foosball.
3 games.
All of our pick was wrong for Copa.
Yeah,
All 3 of us. Columbia lost, so all of us lost.
all of us lost. I was watching it at my boy Julio's house. Yeah, Chile looked like the better team yesterday
They
for
did.
the most part.
They did.
But then when it got to penalties, I thought Colombia would win. Did not expect my man on the 4th penalty to totally. Was it the 4th or the 5th?
Fifth.
The 4th one was the one where he thought he had
Yeah.
won already and started celebrating.
Well, the thing I liked about Chile's penalty kicks, they were all top corners. Like
Yes.
they practiced. Like it doesn't matter. It
They
didn't
were
matter.
not- yeah.
It
They
didn't
weren't
matter.
giving the goalie a
It didn't
chance.
matter what Ospina did.
yeah.
Well, but Ospina, he gave it up. So
He's not.
you saw.
As a goalie, you're not gonna.
Does it-
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
you're not. You can't expect to
can't
go over
expect-
You
there.
can't expect, but he was giving it up though. I mean, if you watch, listen, you watch the first goal, okay. Second goal, puts it up. Third goal, I mean, maybe at the third goal.
As a keeper, you don't. As a
I
keeper,
mean,
you don't.
I don't
As a
know,
keeper,
man.
As a keeper, you don't.
Because you can actually anticipate going high and he can still get it by you. So you have to take away the bottom.
He can, but listen, if a team is practicing that and it works,
Well,
I mean, yeah,
you can't
implement it.
But that's
you
the
know?
thing, you can't really stop
And they
it.
did a good job. They did a good job.
But that's why
That's
Chile's
really the
usually
hardest-
really good at penalty kicks.
really the hardest PK.
Yeah, you really
top
can't stop
corner,
that.
It's not impossible to stop.
It's not impossible, but you pretty much have to guess the right way, and you got to get to the exact corner that he's kicking it in.
But he was giving it.
Well, listen,
it is hard.
Chile was a better team. They deserved to win anyway. Brazil looked pretty shaky against Paraguay. Even down 10, even down one man, they look really shaky. Again, they don't have.
They're streaky.
They don't have
They have
that
a really
guy.
good game or a really bad game.
They don't have that guy. Like they don't have that Ronaldinho. They don't have that Ronaldo. They don't have that. Even Neymar. You know what I'm saying? Like even though Neymar has been up and down for the last couple of years, Coutinho's not that guy.
Yeah.
Firmino's a quality striker, but he's not that guy. He's not that Brazilian type of superstar like a Ronaldinho or Ronaldo. Rivaldo, Romario, those guys we were known to see in Brazil. So Tuesday night, they play Messi, and they play Argentina.
And that game's gonna be watched by everybody.
If you watched the game yesterday at 3 o'clock,
wins, but still.
I don't think they win. I saw a different Argentina team yesterday.
Really? You think they turned the corner finally?
Listen,
Even though you play and come into that again?
Even though it's Venezuela, like I told you, I think Venezuela was playing quality soccer, quality football, quality football.
They drew against Brazil,
and they even blasted the U.S. in a friendly before things started. I think 3-0.
Yeah.
They were playing good football, and attacking wise, it looked like a different Argentina team. I didn't like what I saw from Brazil.
Let me ask you, since you saw that game with Argentina, the last game.
While you guys were watching the women.
Yeah, I was watching.
I watched the women's.
But do you think it was? Do you think it was because they were more?
I'm just kidding.
No, do you think it was because they were more aggressive, or do you think they played more as a team?
They were more aggressive. They were really aggressive. I thought that was their best game of the tournament. I did not think they were in the game against Qatar and Colombia and who's the other team they played? Paraguay. I thought they could lose either 3 of those games. Going into the game, watching how they were playing, they just didn't look aggressive. They looked lost. And then yesterday, I just saw a different tween. Aguero was all over the place. Messi was doing what Messi does. The dude that scored the second goal, I forgot who it was. He was doing his thing. It just looked like a different team. At 8:30 Tuesday night, semifinals. It's a big one. Brazil versus Argentina.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be really huge. So tune into that. You guys saw the women's game yesterday. They said it should have been in the final. I mean, I think we said they were two.
This was the final. It was definitely.
And they jumped on.
And no disrespect to any other team, but this was the final.
6 minute mark, and they came right out and scored. They jumped on France's neck early. So, and it pretty much made France have to play catch up the whole game. They allowed that second goal, and by then, America just kind of set back. France got the goal late, but they kind of set back most of the game.
I heard they looked old in the second half. America.
Well,
I mean, they did against.
But they stopped attacking.
Yeah, I was about to say, and they didn't really need to do. They played the game they needed to play.
Yeah.
I just think they just too many weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, Rapinoe
she's
scored.
on fire
I mean, she's on fire.
Yeah.
Carly Lloyd was on fire before her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alex had a 4-goal game.
Alex Morgan. I mean, it's just too many weapons. It's like pick your poison. So
you're saying England has no chance?
they're just playing well. No.
England's
Listen,
playing really well.
England's playing where any team has a chance.
It's coming home. It's coming home. Hashtag it's coming home.
Any team has a chance, but USA just looks like
you have to get the first goal.
Yeah.
If you let US get the first goal, then they kind of like pour it on. They're good front runners. They haven't had to play from behind ever, so they're really good up front. And I think they can still play from behind, but we don't know yet because nobody's gotten up on them. So
I think the confidence is flowing to it right now. So again,
basically Europe versus the US.
Really well.
Yeah.
So the U.S. has got to go through a gauntlet of European teams.
They went through Spain, went through France, and now England.
Italy lost. Italy lost earlier.
Yeah, I pissed me off.
To the Dutch, and I don't know what the score of the Sweden versus Germany game is. So again, two powerhouses going against each other also. So
that just started.
I think the final will be USA and the Dutch.
1-1 at halftime.
Really, the Dutch?
Yeah,
I think so.
Cool. Germany and Sweden 1-1 at halftime.
So
should be a good game.
Should be good finals.
Should be good finals. Gold Cup quarterfinals start today, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Who's the U.S. playing?
U.S. is playing against
Curacao.
No, yeah, Curacao.
Curacao.
Or is Curacao playing Jamaica?
I think Jamaica's
They're on
playing
Jamaica.
No, Jamaica's playing
Jamaica
somebody
and US
else.
are on the same
Jamaica's
bracket.
playing Panama.
Then I think it's Curacao.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I think it's
Because
Curacao.
they're on the same bracket.
I think it's
They're on the same
Curacao.
side.
Yeah, I think it's Curacao. I mean, the U.S. Again, they haven't played really that much competition. When they played Panama, they played the B side. So we haven't seen them. We haven't seen them play a top side yet in CONCACAF. I mean, they're not that many, obviously. You know, it's Mexico, Jamaica, maybe Costa Rica. If you want to throw them in there.
And now you're
Panama,
gonna see them in
Panama
quarters,
could be
jeez.
tough.
Sticos,
Panama comes
Sticos.
tough. So we'll see. I think you know.
My pick for the finals is playing in the quarterfinals right now. I had Costa Rica versus Mexico in the finals, and they're
Yeah,
playing the quarters.
it's weird how they do these brackets. Like it's not like how we do it.
But if they both win, Jamaica and United States is going to be a good semifinal game.
we shall see.
It
But
would be.
that starts now. I mean, so that starts tonight.
Mexico 9:30, and then Haiti versus
Tune into that.
at 7 o'clock.
I think Haiti.
I think Haiti versus Canada.
Canada.
But
Yeah,
so
Canada.
wait a minute. So we had a disagreement on that. Who would think win that game?
I think Canada.
See, I think Haiti.
Yeah, I think Kevin's going
I
to.
think Haiti wins that game.
Well, we'll see. I mean, last but not least, we'll touch on a couple fights. Yesterday.
Talk about our boy's favorite guy, so
Who?
Andrade.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Demetrius Andre fights tonight on the zone, on the goddamn zone.
Goddamn
The
zone.
goddamn zone.
He's fighting a Polish guy, Selecki, who gave Danny Jacobs a pretty tough fight. Again, I'm not sure if that's either Jacobs fighting down to the competition or Selecki's quality. I think tonight we'll see a good fight. I think Andrade's levels above Selecki, but I think this is the first time we see Andrade fight someone notable in a long time. And he can possibly lay claim to calling out Canelo after the fight. If he, Canelo wanted all the belts, whatever the Triple G hashtag was. Andrade's got that last
All the
belt.
belts.
Well, I mean, whatever WC came out with a stupid, ridiculous rule.
Franchise, baby.
Franchise belt.
Basically,
Franchise.
Basically, they didn't want Canelo. We'll get on that. But Andrade,
That's what we should be talking
I'm gonna get the franchise belt.
The zone, Andrade,
Give me the franchise belt.
Andrade,
Get the
Selecki.
pearl necklace belt.
Andrade Zulecki, how do you see that playing out tonight? I think Andrade, I think he stops him. Stops him late. Stoppage.
I think it goes the distance. I think he wins going the distance. So
I think Andrade has to look good for once. Like, he can't look boring. He can't look.
Yeah, I think it goes to
But we've
the
said this before about him.
Well, he did. This is it. He wants a Canelo fight. He's got to come out and take it. He can't win a decision.
I
That's
don't think
like.
Canelo's gonna fight him next. I
Since he's not.
don't think he's gonna fight him next.
Why?
Because he wanted all the belts.
He's a franchise champion.
Exactly. Whatever belt you need, this franchise belt. Get a franchise guy. So listen, I think he's gonna win a normal fight that he normally wins, 12 rounds unanimous
That's not
win, and
gonna
that'll be
get
it.
the That's not gonna get the
And I don't think he's gonna get a Canelo fight anyway.
I don't think he's going to get it.
I think at best, if he was gonna get a Canelo fight, it wouldn't be till another year from now.
So then who does he fight if he wins tonight?
You have all the rumors about Mr. Kovalev.
I'm not talking about Canelo. I'm talking about Andrade.
Oh, Andrade?
Andre.
He has nobody unless he's gonna fight Golovkin. Golovkin changes his mind. He fights him. It's not really gonna
So you
happen.
don't think the zone has anything to say
No.
here as to who Canelo fights who? Of course they do.
They have a say, but
They have
it's
to.
still gonna be their decision.
They're paying Triple G 6 fights, 100 million. So that's what? That comes out
But
to like
if it was
18 million a
complete-
fight.
if it's
You're
completely
paying
up to
Canelo
them.
36, 37 million a fight. What do you mean they don't have a say?
They have a say, but they're not gonna have the
get-
final decision because if they had the main say, then it would be Golovkin versus Triple G right now.
Well, they're not.
Because
they're
that's gonna
not-
make them the most
they're not-
money.
They're not gonna let Triple G fight another bum. They're not gonna let Canelo fight Rocky Fielding. They're not gonna do that. Like this isn't.
Then what about Triple G? Well, we were talking about Andrade. I'm not talking about him. What if they had Triple G fight Colin Smith?
And then what does Canelo do?
The Kovalev.
The Crusher.
I mean, seriously. I mean, that I feel that's more legitimate than having Andrade fight him.
Yeah, I think so.
Why
I think you're right.
Why can't
I
Canelo
agree.
fight Andre?
Because it's a boring fight. We've already just saw. We didn't even think it was going to be boring, and it was a boring fight with Canelo and
You
Jacobs.
think the zone would want
You think Canelo wants to see another boring fight? Be in another boring fight?
I don't think Canelo cares as long as he's getting $37 million.
Well, then
Canelo
he's
don't
going to
give
get
a
it.
shit.
But he's
All right,
gonna-
so you
but
gotta
he's gonna
ask.
get that whether
Yeah,
he's
but
fighting
does
bums
the-
or
does the
anything.
zone
But
want
the
that?
zone's not going to let him fight any more bums.
Yeah, but they're also not going to want to see him in a boring fight either. They want to see an exciting fight that's going to draw fans in.
Well, maybe someone's got to press the action to Andrade. And maybe that's what's going to take it. Maybe Selecki is that type of guy to come forward. So there's so many rumors out there.
Did you want to see a Canelo vs. Kovalev fight?
Not really.
No?
Me neither.
What, it's going to be a catchweight of 170?
170.
So you're going to make a guy who's already soft to the body lose an extra 5 pounds? If Canelo fights him at 175, fine. But he fought Count Smith at what? 164?
164.
So you think he's
I
gonna?
thought this was 168. It was Golovkin
No.
fought at 164.
No, Count Smith. I don't think Count Smith was at 168.
When's the last
Look
time
it up, look it up.
the Crusher
I'm not Count Smith. Rocky Fielding.
Rocket Field was 164.
I thought it was a catchweight. Or it might have been a rehydration pause. Might have been a rehydration pause. Might have been a 10-pound rehydration pause. So I don't want to see that. If you're
Boxing
gonna-
politics, man. Boxing politics.
Listen, my choices opponents for Canelo would be 1, Count Smith. I'll take that.
Okay.
2, Andrade.
One of the Charlo brothers.
Well, 2 Andrade.
Then again, then you got
3 Charlo brothers. The middleweight Charlo, and then 4 Triple G, and then 5 Kovalev. If I had to run those opponents, I absolutely want to see Count Smith because if he fights Count Smith at 168, I'd love to see it. I don't like the rehydration. Obviously, Canelo's the franchise,
That's right,
as
baby.
WC would like to call him.
That's right.
I don't want to see
And
the
now
rehydration
officially they
clause.
can call him
You're
that.
welcome.
Excuse me?
You're welcome.
Excuse me?
So that would be my 5 top opponents.
Yeah, that's gonna get up. Yeah, that's gonna get.
Now officially they call him franchise.
Well, yeah, I mean, WC came out of rule, whatever stupid rule that Canelo is a franchise, WC franchise champion, middleweight champion. I don't even know.
So are they gonna have this for every division now?
I know,
Like
I
the
think
WBA with their super?
No, I don't think so. I think this is a move by WBC, not forcing Canelo to fight Charlo, because the last time they forced Canelo to fight someone, Canelo basically told him to
They
go fuck
go fuck
himself.
off, yeah.
I don't need you. You can keep your fucking sanctioning fees. I'm Canelo. I make $1 zillion. If you don't want my 6, 7, 8% for sanctioning my fight, then fuck you. Keep your belt. So this is.
He's got to make a mandatory like 2 appearances or something.
Oh yeah, he's got to make a man 2
Yeah.
appearances at the convention. But that's what it is. It's basically they can't pressure Canelo. So this is what they did. So he's the franchise champion. So if you beat the franchise champion, you're not even the champion. You get to be the number 1
You
contender.
get to be the guy that beat the franchise champion.
But you get to be the number 1 contender to whoever
No, I'm good right
the
now.
regular champion is.
You get
Now,
the guy.
that's
To be the
all
guy.
stupid.
To be the guy.
To be the guy, you have to beat the guy.
You gotta
and
beat the
then-
guy to have a chance to beat the guy to get your belt.
Listen, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm
Boxing,
saying?
boxing.
Canelo can fight whoever he wants.
Dude, there's so many stupid belts. Oh my god.
There are.
But
It's
what
getting
was
ridiculous.
it? I was making fun of it, but it is a pearl belt that they were doing for
Yeah.
Diamond belt, wasn't there? Diamond belt?
Well, they were doing the diamond belt,
It's the
but
diamond
the
belt. It's a pearl
Americana
belt.
they were gonna do a pearl belt.
Pearl belt for
You doing
against-
X-rated shit?
I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
pearl belt?
like no.
Bro, necklace?
Oh shit. This is a kid
Listen.
show, Hobbs.
Kid show, the goddamn.
Bro, they're gonna learn today. They're
So,
gonna learn today.
so they have a pearl belt, they have a diamond belt, they have a franchise belt. Like it's just beyond stupid now. What was that? Hachi, what type of belt they have before?
Did you say the Hashimura belt from
Hachimura belt.
the
Hibachi,
Nice home run.
the hibachi
Gonzaga.
belt, like it was fucking ridiculous now. It's way too many
Gonzaga
stupid-
Wildcat Hashimura belt? I mean, what are the Gonzaga? What are the Gonzaga? Are they the Wildcats?
Yeah, Gonzaga Wildcat.
Yeah, well, whatever. But yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're
It
going
is.
on a tangent. Jamal, is it Jamal or Jamal? Which one's fighting? tonight?
Jamal's the older. Well, Jamal just is the older one.
So who's fighting Coda tonight?
Jamal.
Okay, so he's fighting Coda tonight. He is WBC middleweight champion officially.
1-0, baby.
Any interest in that fight? Same. Hope he wins.
I mean, yeah, I hope he wins too.
I hope he wins. I mean, whatever. I don't.
It's
it has to come to a point where the top 4 middleweights are Charlo, Canelo, Triple G, Andrade, and somehow those 4 have to fight each other.
I've always
do a
wanted
tournament, baby. Let's do a tournament.
Tournaments don't work.
Tournament, baby.
I always wanted to see Charlo versus Andrade. That's the one match I actually would like to see with Andrade. I always wanted to see that match with Charlo versus Andrade.
Why that instead
And they were
of
both
Canelo?
PBC, so it should have been. Well, at the time they were PBC. It should have been.
Andrade is never PBC.
He fought on PBC events.
I don't recall. He was managed. His promoters are what are their names? Artie Palulo
Yeah.
and Joe DeGuaria.
And they worked with them.
I don't remember him being managed by
I think I
anyone.
remember him.
I I don't remember.
No, not Match My Hand, but he was on, I thought he was on PBC.
I don't think he
event.
was on PBC events. He might have been on one or two shows.
Yankees 6-0. It's still in the first.
Oh shit.
So, no interest in the Cota fight. Jermaine Charlo Cota. Well, I hope at the end of this year we'll get at least. Like I said, I don't really want to see Triple G Canelo right now. I mean, if it happens, great. If not, it's not slide out my back. I know DAZN wants it because they're paying these guys $1 million, gazillion dollars, and they want to get their subscribers up. So, aside from that, I mean that's boxing.
Yeah.
That's our little boxing recap. Hopefully, we can get Andy Ruiz on sometime next week or in 2 weeks. We're working that out. Aside from that, man, I think that's our show for the night or the day. It's a beautiful day in the city. Beautiful day, hopefully, where you are. Go
80s.
enjoy that in the 80s. Go enjoy the summer. Have a summer shandy that Hobbs having.
Yep.
Or have a Cody Yingling like the bros are having with Days Miller Light.
Yep.
That's our show. Hope we see you sometime next week. We are out.
Catch you later. Peace.
Love you.